Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Gruvgear Guitar. I'm happy to present Paul McCartney for you guys, the new song called Days We Left Behind. And I probably know that you learned or heard about Paul McCartney. He is one of the greatest guys. I think that Guinness World Record has mentioned him as the most successful songwriter in history, and that tells us a lot. The creator of the Beatles and a lot of music in general. So, wow, what a great artist! And Days We Left Behind. That's what we're gonna learn together. So we have capo on second fret. That's the absolute best snare in my opinion. I'm not sure how they play this one actually, but what I found out and when I played around with it, I found this is the best setup for us. Capo on second. With that, we're gonna learn a couple of chords. So let's do it together. I think we have 7 chords. So let's start with A, and we're gonna start with A because that's the first chord, but also we have 2 versions of it. Okay, we have the bar version, which is you place any finger on the 5th fret as a bar, and you cross all strings there, and then you need to add 7th on A, 7th D, and 6th G. All right, but you can also take this A, and it depends where you are in the song. I would play this for the chorus, for instance, and maybe the verse as well. So yeah, that's open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and open E. So 2 versions of A. Next chord will be a little bit of a tricky one, and very unusual. It's very the song specific for this song. So it's an E7/G sharp. All right. So it goes 4th on E, and then we have 7th on A, then 6th on D, and 7th on G, and then open B and open E. Alright, then we have the F sharp minor, another bar chord where you place the index finger on the 2nd fret to push down all strings there. Then you need to add 4th on A and 4th on D. Then we have the E, and it goes open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, 1st G, open B, and open E. Then comes the D. That goes open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. And the final chord is the C sharp minor. That's another bar chord. You place the index finger on the 4th fret, and this time you can push down all strings except from that last string in the bass, the E. But 4 strings down below are necessary, and then you need to add 6 on D, 6th G, and 5th B. I actually think that was only 6 chords, so even better. There we have all the chords. Now let's look into the intro. A little bit tricky this one, and I have to admit I'm not fully comfortable with it yet. I played it for you in the introduction of the tutorial, and yeah, I think that was take 2 or 3 or something like that, maybe more. I'm not sure, but yeah. With time, you will have that as well. So this is the hardest part of the song, absolutely. So it's based upon A, then this E7/G sharp, then we have the F sharp, and then back to that E7/G. So you're gonna play this first for 2 times. So that means you're gonna play 5th fret E string in the bass together with 5th B, then 7th D, then 5th E, and back to 7th D. So you're gonna play for 2 times. So then comes this E7/G. So I focus on 2 strings here, the E string and the G string. You have that stretch. You're gonna play 4th fret on E and 7th on G, and then right after comes the 6th fret on D. So that is the full grip. You don't have to hold this grip. It's actually enough just to hold this. Okay, so 4th E, 7th G, and 6th D. But I focus on these E and G string first to get that correct, because that is the starting point. You're gonna pick them together, and then I add on that 6th D that comes right after, and then 4th E, and back to 6th D. So that is one round. 2 rounds. Then you go to the F sharp minor and play 2 rounds of that, so 2 rounds. And 1 round goes 2nd fret E string in the bass together with 2nd fret B. You have that from the bar. And then you have 4th D, then back to 2nd E, and 4th D. So 1 round, 2 rounds. Then you go back to that E7/G sharp, but this time you focus on the 4th fret E string together with 6th D, because that is the note you're gonna pick first. Then comes the 7th fret G, 4th E, and 6th D. So it goes a little bit backwards there in the last E7. So 2 rounds. And that is 1 full round. So slowly, I can try to play for you. It goes like this. Yeah, a little bit tricky, but it goes slowly and then gradually you work your way up to the standard tempo. That is the intro, right? Now let's go into the actual song and we're gonna learn the strumming pattern. So for the actual song, you can go and learn it with this bar A or this standard A grip. It's up to you. For this verse play, I would go with the bar, okay? So, because the next chord comes with that E, G chord, so that comes very naturally right after. So, if you grab this A, 1 string around goes like this. So, you're gonna play down, up, short pause, and then up, down, up. So, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. That is 1 string round. So a couple rounds. All right. So let's go into the verse play. You're gonna play A, 1 string round. Then you go to this E7/G sharp, 1. Then F sharp minor, 1, and E1. That is 1 chord progression round. You're gonna play for 2 rounds like this. That's the verse play. Now into the first chorus, happens about 29 seconds in. What you're gonna play here now is E, 1 string round, then D, 2 string rounds, then A, 1 string round. And I choose to go with this A now because we have everything down here, okay? That's the first half. So E1, D2, A1. Then the second half goes E1, F sharp minor 1, D1, and A1. And that's the end of the chorus. I'm gonna play like this. E, D, A, E, F sharp, D, A. And that's the end of the chorus. Then that follows with an instrumental part. And what you're gonna play here is E1 and D2. That's it. So that's the end of round 1, guys. Now, into the second round of everything, verse play, just repetition, chorus play, just repetition. So everything there is played the same in the second round. Then after the second chorus, we jump into the bridge part, and that happens about 1 minute and 35 seconds in. We meant at Fourth Lane Road. That's where they meant. And what you're going to play here now is the F sharp, 1 string round. And then the C sharp minor, 1 string round. Then you repeat that again. So F sharp minor, one string around, and C sharp minor, one string around. Then you're gonna finish off with A1, E1, D1, and E1. And that is a bridge. Let's do it together. So F, C sharp, then A, E, D. All right. And yeah, after this bridge that you just finished, you're gonna go into the third chorus, and again, just repetition, play it exactly the same way as the previous choruses. Then you're gonna go into the second instrumental part, and that is played in the same way as this first one we learned. It was the E1 and D2. Okay, so E1 and D2. Then comes the third verse. Okay. Exactly in the same way as the two previous verses. So we are into verse number 3. Then after that, you're going to finish off with this third chorus. Or actually, it's the fourth chorus now in order. So that is played exactly in the same way as the other choruses. So no changes there. And then we have finally the outro part left. What you're going to play there is D, one string around. And then you go and play the verse play, which is the A, the E7 slash G sharp, the F sharp, and the E. And after that, you're going to finish off with one down on that beautiful A. And you can choose whatever A you want, but that will be the end of this song. So a great song from Paul McCartney, Days We Left Behind. All right, and he has many days behind him, and we're glad for that. What a mastermind is when it comes to song creation and everything around music. Plays drums and bass, I think, and all instruments. Yeah, just a genius. So nice to have this song in the portfolio. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, if it was helpful, and I hope so, then give me a like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and be back for the next upload. Till then, guys, play tuned.